Okay, everybody, welcome back to Headbangers History. Today, guilty pleasures. All right, metalheads, hear me out. Meat Loaf and heavy metal might not seem like a natural pairing, but dig a little deeper, and you'll find that the guy who belted out Bat Out of Hell had way more in common with metal than you think. Think about it. Epic song length, bombastic production, theatrical storytelling, and vocals that hit you like a freight train. Does it sound familiar? Yeah, it's pure metal energy right there. So stick around because we're breaking down why Meat Loaf, in my opinion, was basically a metal god in disguise. Welcome to Headbangers History, where riffs reign supreme and legends are born. Let's dive into the heart-pounding history of hard rock and heavy metal. So before he became an operatic rock legend we know, Meat Loaf was born Marvin Lee Day. He cut his teeth in hard rock in the theatrical performances, most notably in the Rocky Horror Picture Show as the leather-clad motorcycle-riding Eddie.
Whatever happened to Saturday night when you left the job and you felt alright? It don't seem the same since.
But his real breakthrough came with 1977's Bat Out of Hell, a collaboration with composer Jim Steinman. This album wasn't just rock, it was cinematic experience filled with over-the-top drama, soaring guitar solos, and Meat Loaf's powerhouse vocals.
My body's shaking like a wave on the water, and I guess that I'm beginning to crave.
And let's be real, if you strip away the Broadway-style production, tracks like Bat Out of Hell and Paradise by the Dashboard Light
Well, ain't no doubt about it. Baby, got to go and shout it.
have all the guitar heroics and the intensity of a metal anthem. So let's talk about why Meat Loaf and metal work together. First, the operatic vocals. Metal loves a big theatrical voice. Dio, Bruce Dickinson, Rob Halford. Meat Loaf had the same vocal firepower. His storytelling epics, long, cinematic songs with big emotions, sounds a lot like what metal bands like Iron Maiden and Savatage were doing. And then there's Jim Steinman, his over-the-top compositions. The man wrote Total Eclipse of the Heart.
And I need you now tonight, and I need you more.
Tell me that song wouldn't crush as a power metal track.
Take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all of the time.
There was Todd Rundgren shredding on Bat Out of Hell. It was pure fire. Later on, Meat Loaf worked with members of Night Ranger.
Don't tell me you love me. Don't tell me you love me.
So some of the moments of his crossover were while Meat Loaf himself wasn't absolutely shredding with Metallica, his DNA did seep into metal's most theatrical and grandiose corners.
Tell me more, tell me more.
There was bands like Blind Guardian, Avantasia, Ed Guy. They have the same larger-than-life energy. There was Alice Cooper, that connection. Meat Loaf and Alice had the same rock opera meets horror movie vibe.
Like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong.
And metal musicians respected him. Zakk Wylde, of all people, played guitar for Meat Loaf in the 90s. And then there's his family. His family is metal royalty. Here's a fun fact. Meat Loaf's daughter, Pearl Aday, is married to Scott Ian from Anthrax. Yeah, him. That's Scott Ian. The riff machine behind Madhouse and Caught in a Mosh.
I can honestly say that when the first note of the song Bat Out of Hell started, it was just an incredible adrenaline rush. It's like, let's go every single time.
Yeah.
The song is...
So this just means that the Loaf legacy is literally part of thrash metal history, the Big Four. But he did have an impact. Meat Loaf never went full metal, but his influence is all over the genre. From power metal's theatrical bombastic to prog rock's epic compositions, the dude paved the way for bands that made rock feel larger than life. And let's be real, if you don't crank up Bat Outta Hell like it's your personal highway anthem, are you even living? Are you? Go listen to it. I know a lot of you out there probably haven't even heard of Meat Loaf, but my final verdict, Meat Loaf wasn't metal, but he had the spirit of a metal god. His music was huge, it was dramatic, built for headbanging with your fist in the air. Plus, with a thrash metal son-in-law, you know the guy had metal in his blood. So who else out there thinks Bat Outta Hell could have been a metal masterpiece with just a little extra distortion? Do me a favor and drop a comment below. Please subscribe if you get a chance. And we'll talk more about my guilty pleasures. These are my guilty pleasures. I know not everybody out there always is fair. You like to type what I would call mean tweets, but I don't care. Keep typing. I'll respond regardless. This is Guilty Pleasures for Headbangers History. See you soon, guys. Welcome to Headbangers History, where riffs reign supreme and legends are born. Let's dive into the heart-pounding history of hard rock and heavy metal.